Today's generation, today's society is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah is a very wicked saying that in the Bible that God burned down. For y'all who know the story about the book of Genesis, God, He lit the whole city up with fire and brimstone. The people of Noah's days, they were disobeying God. They were violent. Violence is spreading across the earth. People are having unnatural affections. And God, He wasn't having it. He burned the whole city down and He flooded the earth. But what a lot of people have to understand is that today's generation is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Because back then, there was still not a lot of people in the world compared to now. Back then, the Bible days, you still had a lot more people who were willing to follow God compared to now. Yes, God did burn the city down because He could not find 50 righteous people. But still, though, later on, you still have many people like Abraham and Moses and Joshua and the 12 disciples came and became great followers of God. You still had a lot of followers of God who came down the line. But when you look at today's generation, today people are proud of disobeying God. People choose not to listen to God. This generation, you have so much sin, it's not even funny. Like, the main sin behind Sodom and Gomorrah is really, during Noah's time you had violence, but the main sin behind Sodom and Gomorrah at the time was really sexual sin. The people, they were practicing unnatural affection. They were doing sex practices that God did not approve of. Men were seeking to be with other men. So it was bad back then. But when you see today's generation, you see all of that times like 100, probably even 1,000, you could say. Because now, not only those same sins prevalent today, but now people have made it. People are now proud of it. You got people now talk about gay pride. You got people talk about they lesbian and proud. You got people talking about you got people talk about they proud of beating people up. You got people talk about they proud of sleeping around. They proud of fornicating. Listen, there's people who I know personally who have heard people in the street happy that they're sleeping with somebody's spouse, happy that they're sleeping with somebody's wife, happy that they're sleeping with somebody's husband. You see how demonic this generation has become. At one point, when people had morals and a lot more people fear God, now we don't see that too often nowadays. Now it's like real followers of Christ are few in number. Could you imagine God could even find 50 people to spare Sodom and Gomorrah? Imagine that ratio today. If God said if He even find 1,000 people, He'll spare America or spare other countries. That ratio would probably even be happy, even with 1,000 people. Even if God said if He could even find 10 people, and in some cities you can't even find 10 righteous people. Like, it's bad. This generation has become fully demonic. They have fully sold out to the enemy. They have listened to the enemy's lies about living life their way. Oh, it's my life. I'm going to do what I want. It's my life. I could do whatever I want. Oh, nobody could tell me. Oh, you can't judge me. That's what people nowadays love to say. Oh, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me. Oh, you can't tell me what to do. God is the only one who could judge. You're right. God is the only one who could judge. And God has already judged people who love to live in sin. God has already judged people who love to disobey Him and not to follow His commandments. Oh, yes, God has already judged them. Don't think you've gotten away. You have not gotten away. And the sad thing is, many people, they're proud of their sins nowadays. You got people really talk about, oh yeah, I slept with 10 women in the last week. Oh yeah, her? I already slept with her. You got some women talk about, oh yeah, I already had 200 men. You got real videos online now of people like teenagers, kids in there who are 14, 15, talk about how many people they slept with already. Sin is rampant in today's society. Look at violence nowadays. Nowadays people rap about killing people. They rap about killing another human being. They rap about killing ops. You got people nowadays to where they're rapping about killing rival gang members, and they talk about they smoking dead gang members. Now you got people shooting people's family members' houses up. People are now driving. If they can't catch a rival gang member, they'll go drive to their mama's house, their daddy's house, whoever the rival gang member's family or friends are. They'll go kill the other person instead. We live in a very demonic generation. And then some people, they wonder why this nation and many countries around the world can't move forward. Many people wonder why so many famines are taking places, so many wars and rumors of wars, so many earthquakes. Because not only does the Bible prophesy about it, but God's judgment is upon the land. It's upon the whole earth. People be talking about, where is God? Where is God? Why won't God come down? You really expect God's presence to come in on an unholy land? You really expect God's presence to come in an unholy place? No. It don't just work like that. People nowadays, they're choosing to disobey God. They're choosing to live life their way. And then when you try to correct some people get upset and say, you can't tell me what to do. This is my life. You can't tell me what to do. You need to go mind your own business. You can't tell me what to do because I can do whatever I want. That's the type of generation that we're in. People think they could do whatever they want. And this is why the Most High is angry with so many people. This is why God has lifted his hand off this nation. This is why God has lifted his hand across all for many countries. And you see much wickedness happening. Just think about it, people. And guess what? Now it's going to get even worse for each generation going, because not only do we have all these sins prevalent, all these different sins from violence to murder to fornication, adultery, man with man, woman with woman. People are now talking about, they rap about killing other people. All this fornication and adultery going on. Now you got OnlyFans models. You got people selling their body parts online, selling pictures of their body parts for money. You got people becoming millionaires off of OnlyFans, just selling their body. Such a reckless act, a nasty act, and yet people becoming rich off of it. You got people willing to pay for other people's body parts. Men willing to pay for women's feet. Women paying to see a man's chest. Like, it's just crazy nowadays. And the sad thing is, as each generation goes on, it's going to get even worse until Christ comes back. Because not only do you have all these sins happening, but you have so many people that justify it. You got some people, if you even try to talk to them, if you try to talk to a teenager and try to direct him down the right path, you got some of their own parents who will come and say, oh, you can't tell my daughter what to do. You can't tell my son what to do. That's my child. You need to go mind your own business. Like, I've heard stories about teachers in school telling the kids the right thing to do, and parents coming to the school to go and fight the teachers, to go and cuss the teachers out. You got so many ungodly parents nowadays to where you can't say nothing about their kid. If you try to correct their kid, the parent will fight you themselves. You got so many parents, they're not teaching their kids, teaching their family members the ways of God. And guess what? Since many people are not grown up with the ways of God, it's easy for the enemy to infiltrate them. Many people turn to sin. And many people, they see nothing wrong with it. You got some people nowadays where they see nothing wrong with being a porn model. They see nothing wrong when doing OnlyFans. Some people take pleasure in it. Some people take pleasure in their sin. Some people be like, oh yeah, I already slept with 50 people last week. Yeah, it's whatever. I'm going to catch more later on. And you got people who are really proud of this stuff. People really proud of their sin nowadays. Some people don't feel no conviction. Some people don't feel nothing about what they're doing. Some people just look at it as normal. Some people, if you try to tell them about God's judgment or STDs and STIs, they'll be like, it's whatever. Some people, if you try to even tell them about STDs and say, oh, if you sleep around and do this and that, if you fornicate and all that, you might catch an STD. Some people be like, it's whatever. In life, there's always risk. It's like some people, they don't think nothing of it. They don't value their own lives nowadays. They don't view their body as a temple of the Holy Spirit. Some people don't care what the Bible says, what God got to say. Now people talk about, oh, the Bible is a man-made book. Oh, the Bible is forced on us. Listen, it's just like as each generation goes on, it's going to get worse and worse. But of course, Jesus, he saw this coming. The Most High saw this coming because God sees the future. That's what it says in the end times. It will be as the days of Noah. It will be wickedness will increase. The love of many will grow cold. Now you got people to where when someone's dying, when someone needs help, people rather pull their phone out and videotape instead of going to help that person. People rather pull their phone out instead of looking to lift that person up and encourage that person. People rather sit there and laugh at them, mock them in their pain. And many people, they wonder why. They wonder why God, when he comes back, he's going to judge the wicked so harsh. Many people, they wonder why there's a hell and why there's a lake of fire. Because justice needs to be served. Because many people have become too evil. Many people have become too cold. Many people, they choose not to obey the law of God. Not to obey God's commandments. And this is why today's generation is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. And the internet makes it even worse because back then, at least back in Sodom and Gomorrah's time, if you were like in those days, there was no internet. So a person would have to really see sin like up close in person. or be around sin up close in person. Now a person could go around, people could go on the internet now and see all types of stuff. People go on the internet and see all types of demonic weapons of the enemy. See all types of sin. You got teenagers and kids watching pornography on the internet, seeing OnlyFans models, seeing half-naked people, and modest men and modest women showing off their body. People are now online thirst trapping. People are now online making it like it's proud to just be showing off their body, to cause people to lust after them. And yet people wonder why people wonder why some people can't progress in life, why some people can't get ahead. You might want to evaluate your lifestyle, look how you're living, because God might not be pleased with you. I'm telling you, man, this generation is really crazy and demonic. It's like when you're a real follower of Christ's generation, like some people, they look at you like you're strange. Like, what? You not out here going to a club? You not out here fornicating? You not out here adultery? You not out here smoking cigarettes and smoking weed? What? What's wrong with you? Like, people rather sit there and criticize you as a follower of God for trying to live holy and righteous. And yet they have no problem. They have no problem with sin, but they look at you crazy when you try to follow God. And this world is so backwards. It's like the Bible said, in the last days, what's good will be called evil, and what's evil will be called good. We're really in those end times. Could you imagine you over here trying to do right by God? You over here trying to avoid drama and all of that, and avoid sin. Try to keep your body modest and pure for God. And you got people out here looking at you like you crazy. You a woman out here dressing modest. You're not out here sleeping with multiple men. And you got other women who criticize you. You a man who's not out here sleeping with multiple women. You try to sit there and wait in your God-ordained wife. You trying to do what's right by God. You're not over obsessing and idolizing the NBA and NFL games. And yet you got people out here, some other men who look at you like you crazy. Like, what's wrong with him? All the women, they look at you as a woman and say, hey, what's wrong with her? Backwards generation. But guess what? Just as God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, he's going to destroy this earth. The Bible makes sure God going to create a new earth and a new heaven. Because this world has become too evil. People looking for God to do something. Well, guess what? God didn't bring sin into earth. Humans did. So it's really humans' job to try and fix the problem. But we know what many people not willing to follow God, it's going to keep happening. This generation become more and more wicked. More and more evil till Christ returns. But nevertheless, guys, if you like this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe. Have a blessed day. And please be blessed and avoid temptation. Because nowadays you got people trying to lead you into sin. Don't fall into it, because people like to sin, people have to justify their sin, they're going to fall into the hands of the living God.